Daniel Dalen. You might have stumbled across his YouTube videos, but most people have no idea how strategic his global empire really is. Daniel hasn't just mastered content or business alone, he's uniquely mastered culture. Specifically, the hidden nuances between the East and the West. This skill lets him do something very few creators or entrepreneurs can: win globally. Today, I'll unpack exactly how he's built his global business empire, and more importantly, the practical insights you can use to unlock massive growth no matter what you create or sell. So if you're serious about building beyond your borders, stick around. And if insights like this matter to you, please hit subscribe. It really helps the channel to grow. So who is Daniel Dalen? Daniel is an entrepreneur, YouTuber, and founder originally from the Netherlands. And unlike most entrepreneurs, Daniel deliberately positioned himself at the intersection of two distinct cultural worlds: the West and China. So Daniel moved to China early in his career and became fluent in Mandarin, reaching professional business level fluency and differentiating himself significantly from other foreign entrepreneurs trying to navigate the Chinese market. Let's dive into Daniel's main businesses. Number one is his personal brand, mainly his YouTube channel and his social platforms. He focuses on entrepreneurship, global business strategies, e-commerce insights, and cross-cultural bridge building. You can see in this video, for example, title is POV. You are a 26-year-old online entrepreneur documenting your life in Hong Kong, documenting what a real day in the life is like for an entrepreneur living in Hong Kong. And he adopts this transparent, build in public content approach and openly sharing exact business processes, negotiations, revenue, and challenges. So in this video, for instance, can see in the thumbnail the actual reality of a 26-year-old building a business in Dubai. Once again, emphasizing the location, adopting this POV type approach and being really transparent while documenting what it's really like building his own businesses. So yeah, his videos constantly deliver entrepreneurial advice and motivations rather than vague advice. I know there's a ton of business YouTubers out there, but his video really stands out as it's just documenting his day-to-day life. So his second business, which is his actual company called EcomFlow. So EcomFlow is a specialized logistics and sourcing agency designed specifically to connect Western e-commerce entrepreneurs with reliable Chinese suppliers and manufacturers. This is their website. The future of supply chain has arrived. As it says here, 4 to 10 days worldwide delivery, 99.8% order accuracy, 10 times faster lead times. Just a really interesting company as it solves high impact problems such as communication barriers, sourcing reliability, quality control, and transparent logistics management. So EcomFlow's unique competitive advantage lies in Daniel's deep cultural fluency, enabling higher trust and better results for both Chinese suppliers and Western clients. Now let's talk about his content uniqueness and the success factors behind his business, right? So Daniel's content strategy really stands out through an authentic and practical approach, deeply rooted in real-world problem solving. So number one, the authentic built-in public approach, right? Daniel openly shares business operations and negotiation strategies, product sourcing processes, and transparent logistics. His audience trusts him deeply because of the transparency he maintains by showing the real challenges and successes he actually faces. In videos like POV, a week as an entrepreneur in China and Dubai, and some of his factory tour vlogs, he shows real clips of the negotiations, factory floors, and supplier visits, proving he's not just theorizing. His videos clearly and methodically break down complex processes into actionable, understandable steps, creating immediate value. And Daniel also uses a conversational yet precise delivery that makes viewers feel like they're getting personalized mentorship rather than generic tips. Also, an example is his frequent day-in-the-life business travel vlogs and China-specific sourcing diaries provide rare and candid glimpse into what cross-cultural business really looks like. So thirdly, cross-cultural content integration. So Daniel integrates cultural context naturally. For example, he often switches between English and Mandarin in his clips or explains local norms Western entrepreneurs overlook. This positioning makes his content feel relevant for viewers aiming to expand into or learn about the Chinese business ecosystem. Now let's move on to what I think is the real secret to his global business empire. All creators, brand owners, entrepreneurs can learn from. Daniel's true competitive advantage is his profound, genuine understanding of both Western and Chinese cultures. I broke this down into a simple chart. On the surface level, all of his followers view him as a YouTuber first, right? Which is through his content platform, vlogs, POV style videos, and that is the first layer that people interact with on the Daniel Dalen brand. So the second pillar is his actual business, the foundation, the stepping stone of his content. Without the actual business, there won't be any content. EcomFlow is a logistics company, and Lens is actually an eyewear brand he recently launched. Moving on to the third pillar, the third layer, which I think is actually the secret sauce to the Daniel Dalen empire, which is the global mindset of bridging different cultures together. So in this case, China and the West. So this global mindset of him understanding both culture, not just on a surface language level, but actually understanding how people operate as a society in both China and the West. So EcomFlow as a business is based on bridging two cultures together. Once again, why cultural fluency is his secret weapon. On a supplier relationships level, Daniel understands Chinese negotiation etiquette, relationship building, which is called 关系in Chinese, and what local partners value the most, right? Long-term reliability over short-term profit. This deeper trust means suppliers are more willing to work flexibly with him and his clients, especially on things like production adjustments and solving unexpected hiccups quickly. And on a cross-cultural problem-solving level, Daniel spots and addresses pain points Western brands commonly face with Chinese sourcing: vague communication, mismatched expectations, or lack of updates during production. With EcomFlow, he emphasizes clear, proactive communication so Western clients aren't left guessing where their orders stand or what could go wrong. And also, there's a real-time cross-cultural communication going on. He's fluent in Mandarin, and understanding living in China allow him to resolve issues directly without needing translators. He often shows this in his POV videos, walking the factory floor, checking product samples on site, and having direct supplier chats that keep processes smooth and transparent. So here's a video of him just casually chatting with this really nice Chinese lady. So how he's actually practically leveraged his cultural edge. Building authentic trust. Suppliers see him as someone who understands their site, not just another demanding buyer, and clients see him as a reliable bridge to navigate the complex space. Clear problem-solving focus. Instead of just connecting brands to factories, he helps manage realistic expectations, quality control, and shipment follow-ups, solving the headaches that ruin many e-commerce ventures. He also has a differentiated market positioning. By highlighting this true cross-cultural fluency in his brand and videos, he positions EcomFlow as more than a sourcing service. It's a trustworthy partner for smooth China operations, with competitors often fail to deliver. So what you can specifically learn from Daniel's global approach. So here are some clear, actionable steps that you don't want to miss. So number one is to recognize there is a massive global opportunity. Your biggest growth may not be local anymore. Digital globalization means your audience or customers could easily be overseas, in markets like China, Southeast Asia, or Latin America. Out of all the markets, China has the biggest economy and the fastest growth. And there's a huge untapped attention and buying power awaits brands who can communicate cross-culturally. Secondly, build genuine cultural fluency, right? Invest in understanding local values, etiquette, and consumer behavior. An actionable tip is to follow local news, social trends, engage with native platforms. China has platforms like Douyin and Rednote and Bilibili, or connect with bilingual local creators to learn fast. Thirdly, practice authentic cross-cultural content. Don't just translate content, adapt it culturally. Start with short-form content for testing, create relatable, locally focused thumbnails and captions using AI tools or native writers. And then solve real cross-border problems. Your global offer should solve a tangible pain point, right? Not just expand globally. Identify clear cross-cultural friction points like language barriers, logistical pains, payment systems, and provide straightforward solutions. And lastly, leverage platform advantage. Platforms like Alibaba, Douyin, and Rednote are undervalued by many Western creators. So establishing profiles, experiment consistently, and learn local content styles. Be present where your target global audience actually lives online. So Daniel Dalen built his global empire not by chasing trends or flashy marketing, but by solving real complex cross-cultural problems. Authenticity creates real trust. Cultural fluency solves critical global business problems. Practical, clear solutions always outperform vague strategies. So honestly, ask yourself, are you missing massive global opportunities because you are stuck in a local mindset? Or are you ready to genuinely understand cross-cultural dynamics and build a truly global business? If you want more actionable strategies for global growth, please hit subscribe. Every week, I break down practical, powerful global strategies you can immediately apply. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.